Hello everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I hope everyone getting well by the grace of Almighty Allah. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to our Institution of Global Professional Free International webinar. Thank you all for joining with us in this marvelous session, and I hope you stay with us till the program ends. And time to time, you like our Facebook page, Facebook group, and also subscribe our YouTube channel for upcoming information. Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to be associated with IGP as a global member, and I feel honored to host this webinar. And it's my delight to welcome you all to our institution. Dear participants, today we have a speaker from India. Before starting the program, I request everyone to share this webinar in your newsfeed and social media. And don't forget to mention your friends in the comment box because your advertisement encourages us to do better and best services to our lovely audience. We welcome our speaker, today's speaker. Today our speaker name is Sir Dr. Ras Narayan Awasthi from India. We welcome our speaker to the stage. Hello, sir.
Hello, namaskar.
Thank you, sir, for joining. Sir, give a short description about yourself, then you can start your presentation. And before starting your presentation, I request you to share your screen.
Thank you. I welcome all of you on the behalf of IGP also and behalf of my corporation also. I am very glad to be present in the IGP platform second time. Today my topic is measure and evaluation in teaching system. It's a very important, especially those are teachers, how to set questions. It is one of the most fundamental responsibility for any teaching faculty to set the questions in a very authentic way. So my presentation and my academic lecture will be based on this thing. And today we will discuss in detail is about many things like formative assessment, summative assessment, various things like eco questions. And with my experience, I am very sure that I will take privilege of the IGP platform to make you satisfied. Now I request Mr. Cameron to share my PPT from his platform.
Yes, sir. Share your PPT, please, sir.
My PPT is with you?
No, sir, you have to share your PPT.
Just 1 second, I will share.
Okay, sir. So now go to your PPT.
I have to share my PPT.
Yes, sir. Just go to your PPT now.
PPT.
It's already here. Yes. Okay, sir. Make it full screen. Make it full screen, sir. So just click on slide slow. Okay, sir. You can start your presentation now. It's perfect, sir. Hello, sir. Can you hear me? It's perfect, sir. Sir, can you hear me? Hello, sir. You can start your presentation now. Hello, sir. Can you hear me? Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Can you hear me? Dear participants, maybe there is a problem in our speaker side. We are waiting for our speaker. Sir, unmute your microphone and camera.
Are you getting my voice, sir? Mr.
Sorry, sir.
Cameron, are you
Sorry.
getting my voice?
Yes, sir. I hear you.
Okay, okay. Then share कीजिए system. Present, share करो. Share the screen.
Sir, just go to your PowerPoint slide. It's already
Okay, okay.
shared, sir.
PPT.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Make
sir.
it full screen. Yes, sir. Make it full screen.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
sir. You can start your presentation now.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you. उसको बुला के. So today my topic is measure and evaluation in teaching system, and today I will be discussing on measurement in
Sir, open
education
your camera,
system
please.
evaluation.
Open
Hello,
your camera, please.
hello.
Open your camera, sir.
Okay, okay. No, no. अरे सिस्टम है वो स्लाइड किधर है स्लाइड शो करो स्लाइड शो यार आप लोग तो यार ट्रेनिंग देते दुनिया को हाँ बाबा इधर करो पे स्लाइड शो बस सब ठीक है ये
स्क्रीन शेयर करना है सर
हाँ स्क्रीन शेयर करना है हाँ नहीं आपका फोटो आएगा ना
यस सर
फिर आपका भी फोटो आ रहा है आप प्रेजेंट करो
प्रेजेंट करके स्लाइड्स
ओके हाँ ओके
पीपीटी दिखते हैं सर शेयर करना
सर ऑलरेडी शेयर्ड है सर ये शेयर्ड है
ये ओपन कर रहा है
ओपन कीजिए ऑलरेडी चल रहा है सर ये है ना ये सर इट इज देयर
दिस इज वर्ड दिस इज पीपीटी का सर
बस यही है सेम बट आई वांट माय कैम वेब कैम आई वांट टू से
1 मिनट
ओपन वेब कैम
दिस वन
ओके
स्टॉप कैम सर
नहीं ओके ओके हाँ प्रेजेंट
प्रेजेंट करके शेयर स्क्रीन
हाँ शेयर स्क्रीन
दिस वन
हाँ
दिस वन शेयर
okay sir are you getting my now face hello sir Cameron
Yes, sir. I
Mr.
hear you.
Cameron
Yes, sir. I hear you and also see you. Thank you.
okay sir so today my summary of presentation will be the instructional system is concerned with preparing people for the future desirable behavior changes in student or trainee. Evaluation is the process of finding out the level to whether our students have achieved or not, and evaluation is the medium to assess, measure, appraise such growth changes and the development. Evaluation is the results of our teaching and instructional efforts. So what is the need of evaluation? As a teacher, as a professional, as a trainer, as a coach, why we need for evaluation is the very, very important thing for any faculty. It is very important for teacher to know the needs or purpose of evaluation. The following are the main needs of evaluation: to qualify the trainees for the purpose of certification or issues of grades or marks, to measure and improve the effectiveness of the course and the product output, to improve instruction and learning, to select appropriate teaching methods, media and modes, making judgment about appropriateness of objectiveness, to test the course structure and process which may give us insights into the problem of course design and instructions. So these are the main needs of evaluation. I will go one by one. For the issuing of grades and marks, evaluation is very important. As a teacher, as a coach, suppose we are training somebody, we are giving education to a student. It is our duty and it is our proper duty that in which way and what is the grade and marks of the student. And by same thing, we measure the improvement of effectiveness of the course. Suppose we have started any program or any course. In our institution, we clearly measure the effectiveness only by evaluation that whatever course we have designed, it is getting effectiveness or not. So for this is most important thing. Same way, to improve instruction and learning. Sometimes what happen as a teacher, we have to not only improve to our students learning, but as a faculty, we have to improve our method of teaching, method of instructions, and methods of giving lessons. So in both way, evaluation is very, very important. Suppose our students are not getting marks, and suppose any question all the students have done wrong, then as a faculty, it is our duty to analyze that what is the reason that our students are not getting marks. Same way, to select appropriate teaching methods, media and modes. This is very important for any teacher, and he should be very flexible to change the methods, media and modes each and every time, seeing the result of evaluation. Suppose the students are getting medium marks or very less marks. So he should also see whether whatever I am teaching is perfect, whether I should go in a whiteboard mode, or we should go in any model mode, or we should go in a PowerPoint presentation. They are different things. Each and every method is very important. We cannot say that this method is less or this method is more. So this need of evaluation will teach us the teaching methods, media and modes. Same way, making judgment about appropriateness of objectiveness. Whatever is our objective, whether it will be appropriate or we are going in the same direction for which we have set the objective, or we are going in other direction. For that system, this making of judgment, this evaluation will be very, very important. Last, to test the course structure and process. Sometimes what happens, I have seen in my resume, I have been the regimental instructor. There I have seen, suppose some course is a very big, our time is very less. So for that process which may gives us insights into the problem of course design and instruction. So we should know that whatever course we have designed, it is in a very, very proper way. Suppose some of the normal problems should always come first, then middle level problem, then higher level problem. If we put higher level problem in the beginning, the student will not able to test himself and will also not able to judge what student is doing. So these are the for that very important thing that our test in evaluation should be very reliable. Teaching and evaluation both are important. We cannot say that teaching is less or evaluations are more. No, both are very, very important for any teacher. A teacher cannot take just like that to evaluation. In our education system, we should take evaluation method very seriously to know that as a teacher, whatever we have taught is fully understandable to student or not. We have to conduct tests. For this, reliability of test is paramount importance. So whatever we have to set, so for our student, we should know that whatever questions we have set, it is reliable or not. Then for evaluation, the reliability of the test is very important. Now, what is reliability? How we can say that our education system, these questions or our test procedures are reliable? The first requirement of a good test is that it must be reliable. In other words, it must give a reliable measurement or means ability. To be reliable, following points are very important. Number one, comprehensive. In order to make test and evaluation reliable, it must be comprehensive. In comprehensive, we see that when we talk about comprehensiveness of any question, it should be from very big spectrum. We should always see in our student that he should know from A to Z. Some of the things he should know very clearly, but some of the things he should know from all over the syllabus. It means that questions asked should be distributed throughout the entire syllabus. Whenever we set the questions, I have seen with my experience many times I have been the evaluator of the question bank. Sometimes I have set my question bank. We see some of the question setters are set the question from few of the chapters. No, the questions are to be set from the entire syllabus. Same way, a care must be taken for must know portions. When we set the questions, we should always see that questions are to be set from must know portions. Some of the when we set any question in syllabus, anything, we should see that what are the must know portion. More number of questions can be asked from must know portions. Some of the must know portions means, suppose we are setting questions for physics and we know that our candidates which are being selected, mostly they will be from the working on the magnetic field. So we should select questions from all over the syllabus, but from magnetic field, we should set maximum questions. So this is the basic comprehensiveness of setting any question. Whenever you make any question bank, that time you should see the questions should be very comprehensive. Second, valid. Validity means the question asked should be fitting to the job. No question should be asked other than the out of syllabus. That question, suppose we are setting the questions for students of the physics, questions should not be asked from any question not be from the biology. This question should be from physics itself. It should also be within the scope and limit of the syllabus. If you set the question out of the scope and limit of the selection, what student will do? He will have fear on questions. So whenever we set any questions, that time we should see that our questions should be within the syllabus. So for that, for any setter of question, he should have the syllabus in front of him, and without syllabus, he should not set the question. As already I have told in my last point, no question should be out of the syllabus. Practical. A good test is to formulated to know the practical skills of student. Now you see a lot of theory students are knowing, but they are having a lot of lack in their practical skills. So for this, practical skills are most important. One thing is more important. Whenever you set the question for practical skills, they should also write down what is the procedure of practicals. Because sometimes due to their skills, they complete the practicals, but it should be diaried, it should be recorded. That is one of the most important thing. Second, questions should also be asked in between the lines of curriculum. This means that whatever questions are being set for any stream, questions should be asked from in between the lines. Suppose we are making questions for mathematics. Sometimes what are the mathematics formula, how it has been derived. From there also, questions should be asked. One of the most important thing, the allied practical aspects can also be touched while setting the question paper. While setting the question paper, we should see that some of the aspect of questions can be from allied practical aspects. This means, suppose we are setting the question of physics. Some of the questions can be from mathematics and chemistry. It is not only these are the other subjects, but a student of physics should know chemistry and mathematics. The student of math should know the questions of physics or chemistry, or a chemistry student should also know the basics of physics and mathematics. These are the very important aspects of setting the question paper. Then adequate. Adequate is one of the most important reliability of test in education. That the test must be of the right degree of difficulty. We should see that whatever test we are setting, whatever questions we are setting, it should have the very right degree of difficulty. There should not be very tough questions. There should not be very light questions. If the test is very easy, all the student will give above average and teacher get only a false picture of their worth. He will not be able to know that what my student has written and how to give him marks. It will be very difficult for him. For that, the test should have the very right degree of difficulty. At the same times, tests should not be also so difficult, because the difficult tests put even a brighter student in a wrong picture. Now, fifth one is the objective. The test reliability also depends on the objectivity of the test. Our objective of the test should be very clear, that for what purpose we are taking this test. Whether this test is for theoretical aspect, this test is a practical aspects, that also he must know. The objective test give a correct picture about the student. For this, test should be very objective. It is also very easy and authentic to evaluate. Questions can be designed comprehensively. So this is very important for evaluation of reliability of test. Now, easy to mark also is very important. Questions should not be such a that for a faculty or for an evaluator, it is very difficult or cumbersome to mark. Evaluation should be easy to mark. Question paper is to be set in such a way that it is easily to be valued within the stipulated time. Means questions are should be set in such a way that it can be answered in a very stipulated time. Then easy to give. It should take less time to set a paper. Questions should be taken from question bank. And nowadays, computer plays a very important role in selecting the questions from available question bank. So whatever questions banks are prepared, they should be very easy, they should be very deep rooted, and neither they should be very hard, neither they should be very easy. Remember, whenever you set as a faculty, as a teacher, set any question, suppose 100% student answer that questions, you can imagine that questions were very easy, some difficulty level must be there. At the same time, it should not be also that no or very less percentage of students are able to answer that question. So this should be taken in mind very important way that easy to give plays very vital role in reliability of test in evaluation. Now, what are the types of question? In evaluation system, this is very important. Nowadays, each and every subject is going to be interdisciplinary. These are various types of questions. As a faculty, you must know, each and everybody should know that what are the types of questions. Example, reasoning questions. Teacher makes the student to think logically. It is to reason out the learning of his or her past of from the student point of view. Whatever questions are to be set, whenever he or she is going to answer that question, he or she should go her past or his past. Here, the logically thinking is very important. As now I am giving example why the punctuality is necessary in life. Whenever you put this type of question, the student will go in his past because many times due to punctuality he was rewarded in school time. At the same time due to punctuality, he could enter examination hall in time. He could attend the sports ground in time. Same way, if he was not punctual or he was late, he was not allowed to attend the school. He was not allowed to attend the game because game was already started. So these are very important things for setting the questions. Now the setting second role questions. Role questions are those questions which are set to know the factual knowledge of students. These can be used for any knowledge of facts that the student already possess or they supposed to possess. Example, there are how many types of translation methods. These are role type of questions which a student must know. The role plus reasoning questions. Here it is the combination of both the questions. These are the combinations of role and reasoning type of questions. It can be used to know the facts being joined and reasons it out. The role plus reasoning questions should so set that conditions and atmosphere of reasoning question suited to the questions being asked, it should be given in written form. Role plus reasoning question should be set in a practical form. These are, you can see here it should be given in written form also, it should be given in practical form also. But remember, already I have told you, when it is in practical form, remember the questions the student should write the process of practical, which is very, very important. These are the question techniques to measure and evaluate our teaching systems. Following are the questioning techniques. The questions should be put whole class, not to some individuals. Here you see, normally in faculty or as a teacher, we are having some our affectionate student. We should not be there as a teacher from first seat to last seat, from first bench to last bench. Each and every student from our eyes should be equal. We should not be partial to any student. We should not give any extra weightage to any student. Whereas, actually, in fact, it should be our main motto to bring the, I will not say weak student, but some of the students which are not performing up to our standard, that up to the most required level. So for that, these each questions should not be asked to some only individuals. If you are not asking questions to all, other students will feel isolated and they will think that teacher is not paying attention towards me, and slowly he or she will be away from teaching. Then distribution of questions should follow the order. The questions should not be 50-50 type. It should not be yes or no or true or false type of questions. Always, whenever you set the questions, there must be a minimum 4 options. If you set the question in 50-50 type, or yes or no type, or true or false type, so especially, suppose we are setting the question of brittleness. Now, brittleness is the ability of metal to fracture on receiving a blow or shock. So here, when you put the question, what is brittleness? You should write it is a property of a metal to fracture on receiving a blow, a one shock, or any expansion. No question should be yes or no or 50-50 type. Because if you are putting 50-50 type questions, what will happen? The student will not put his or her reasoning. So each and every question should have at least 4 options. From that, he or she will have some logical thinking. And echo type of questions should be avoided. What is echo type of question? You see, normally I have seen with my experience, because I have been the question setter for many times during my previous service, and when I was still I am setting questions for translation studies. So there should not be echo type of questions. Echo type question means the answer of the question should not be within the question. For example, suppose you uh, set any question. I will give my example. Suppose we are setting question for any country. In my country, suppose in India, cap- capital of India is New Delhi. And we are setting question like this. New Delhi is a very important city in India. Here the Prime Minister and all the big dignitaries are living in New Delhi. And our question is, what is the capital of India? So a student will come to know where the all dignitaries are living. Definitely that will be the capital of any country. So there should not be echo type of question. So whenever as a teacher you set any question, you should always remember that questions should have the 4 or 5 options, and these all options should be very near to the answer, because we don't want to know that a student what doesn't know. We want to know whatever student is knowing, how in-depth knowledge he or she is having. So whenever you set any question, for that purpose, we must remember this thing. So here, these are the basic techniques of setting any questions. and I am sure that this my presentation will be very important. Those are working on this evaluation system. In my coming series of IGP, I will be giving different type of my presentations will be there, how to check the question, how to what is the role of discipline in questions, what are different methods of evaluation. But these are the basic things of questioning techniques. You see, as a gentleman, as a teacher, we may teach in class. It is our destiny, I will say, that in any country education, we are taking teachers how to teach the good student, but we never ask how to set a good paper. Teaching is very, very important, but we cannot ignore the setting of questions. So this is very, very important. I have seen many teachers teach very good, but when they set questions for the students, they will not have any interest. So this is very, very important. I am sure I am very thankful to IGP for giving me this opportunity. Any question, please? And thank you for your gracious present. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your wonderful question. So now we are going to our quiz competition, and after that we have question and answer session with you. Okay,
Thank you.
sir?
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank
Okay,
you.
sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Dear participants, now we are going to our quiz competition. To join this quiz session, you have to go to slido.com, and after that you have to enter the code, and the code is IGP. Then you can join this live quiz session. Let's enjoy our quiz video. Okay. Refresh, refresh. Right, just yeah. Yeah. Okay, dear participants, this is our quiz session time. You can join this session by slido.com, and after that you have to enter the code, and the code is IGP. Then you can join this live quiz session. Today, top 10 quiz competition winners get their quiz certificate after this session from our official Facebook page. Our Facebook page address is Institute of Global Professionals. I request everyone to join with your full name, which should likely print on your quiz certificate. And don't forget to mention your friends in the comment box, because your advertisement encourages us to do better and best services to our lovely audience. Okay, dear participants, now 22 participants already joined with us. We start our quiz competition after 2 minutes later. So join the hurry up and mention your friends in the comment box. I request everyone to join with your full name, which should directly print on your certificate. And to join this session, you have to go to Chrome or any other browser. And after that, you have to go to slido.com and enter the code. The code is IGP. Then you can join this live quiz session. We start our quiz competition in a short time, so join the hurry up. We start our quiz competition now, so be ready. First question is, the master educator will assist the learner in creating a system for highlighting that highlights 90% of the text or focuses on keywords and phrases. Option number 2, focuses on keywords and phrases is the right answer. Next question is, which steps should be included in the teaching plan for wet to dry? Is it cleansing the wound or applying a dry dressing? Option number 1, cleansing the wound is the right answer. Next question is, form of evaluation is effective for measure students' ability to organize, analyze, apply, synthesis, and evaluate info. Is it post test or is it equation? Option number 2, easy question is the right answer. Next question is, the ultimate goal in testing is to design a power test with a summative format or design a power test with an abstract format. Option number 2, design a power test with an abstract format is the right answer. Next question is, what is the purpose of educator evaluation? Is it to improve job performance and promote career development, or to allow the educators to show off their best collection. Option number one, to improve job performance and promote career development. Is the right answer. Next question is, what is the difference between assessment and evaluation? Is it assessment is to analyze the goal to achieve or not, while evaluation is this, or assessment is improve the quality, while evaluation is judgmental. Option number two, assessment is improve the quality, while evaluation is judgmental. Next question is, teaching people how to use the new system is called user training or user manual. Option number one, user training is the right answer. Next question is, which of the following is not a stage in the five-step method of skill teaching? Is it reading or inquiring? Option number two, inquiring is the right answer. Next question is, what does a teaching plan include? Is it content, time, materials, evaluation, or time, content, teaching methods, material and resources, or evaluation? Option number two, time, content, teaching methods, materials, resources, and evaluation is the right answer. Last question is, what is the outcome of the evaluation stage? Is it if everything works, the developer can get paid, or if everything works, the developer can go home? Option number one, if everything works, was the developer can get paid is the right answer. Thank you everyone for your active participation in this quiz session, and congratulations of our top 10 quiz competition winners. Top 10 quiz competition winners get their quiz certificate after this session from our official Facebook page. Now we are going to our Q&A session. After a short video clip, we come back again with our speaker. Hello, sir. Welcome. Welcome
Namaskar,
back, sir.
namaskar. I'm very thankful to
Dear,
you, Kamarul.
thank you, sir. Dear participants, this is our Q&A session time. You can send your question in our comment box. If you have any question related to this topic, you can ask the question in the comment box. Our speaker ready to answer the question. Sir, our first question is, good afternoon, sir. How do we ensure the reliability and validity of test type?
Okay, very good afternoon, Mr. Flomi. I'm very happy to see your question. How do you ensure the reliability and validity of test items? You see, these are very important things. The validity of the test item and reliability is so that whatever questions we are asking from the students, it should be very valid, means it should be very justifiable. The main criteria of a question, it should not be any prolonged question, and it should be very valid, means it should be very logical question we should ask from the student. Means we should not suppose we are asking that temperature of anything, that temperature of anything should be our within the chemistry parameter of the questions. It should not be any like 1,000 degrees Celsius. If it is the temperature of anything is so and so, then only we should ask. That is the validity of the test items, means it should be very authentic.
Thank you, sir. Dear participants, we are still waiting for your question. Dear participants, if you have any question related to this topic, you can ask the question in the comment box. We are still waiting for your question. Like, yeah, yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. We have no more question. Thank you so much for your wonderful presentation and also sharing your valuable knowledge with our participants. Sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Namaskar.
Okay, sir. Dear participants, today our program name is Measures and Evaluation in Teaching System. And our certification code is the code is IGP 8877. The code is 8877. Please note that code or take a screenshot of this picture. Without code, no one is eligible for certificate. With code, you can claim your certificate anytime from our website. Our website address is eduigp.com. To download your certificate, you have to go to our website. If you don't have an account on our website, first of all, you have to create an account. Then you have to enroll the program. And after that, you have to enter the code. And the code is IGP 8877. And after that, you can finally download your certificate. After downloading your certificate, don't forget to celebrate with IGP checking. Thank you everyone for your active participation in this session, and I hope you learned something new from this session. Dear participants, today on our evening session we have no webinars, so we hope we'll meet together in our next day morning session. Thank you everyone. Stay happy and stay safe.